One thing all vampires have in common is the power of mind control, everlasting life, and, of course, super strength and speed. They are sexy, terrifying, blood-sucking, and burn when exposed to sunlight. So without further review, here are 20 most powerful vampires ever known. Black Hat. Black Hat was a human-vampire hybrid. Additionally, he was a priest and possessed superior physical abilities even as a human. He can leap impressive distances, dent steel with his punches and footsteps, and send a grown man across several feet with one punch. He could move fast enough to dodge repeated punches by priest. Edward Cullen. Edward possesses the gift to read the thoughts of those around him. He is described as being an incredibly fast vampire, more so than the rest of his clan. It's hard to judge, but given that he ran from Forks to Port Angeles in around 20 minutes, he seems to be able to run well over 100 miles per hour. He is also a skilled fighter in the Cullen Coven, though for his speed rather than being the strongest. Selene. Selene is proficient in any kinds of weapon. She is athletic, agile, an expert markswoman and many forms of hand-to-hand combat. Selene is able to send a werewolf flying, decapitated Victor, overpowers Marcus in terms of strength. She can easily break a man's spine, breaks through a locked metal door, casually dodge gunfires, able to jump high and beats a death dealer instructor named Varga. Blade. Blade is a master martial artist and swordsman who is exceptionally stealthy and has senses that can detect demons and vamps. He can lift 2,000 pounds, kick straight through metal doors, and he's faster than the eye can track, even able to best the hypersonic Spitfire. His adamantium blades cut through demons and even cosmic-level beings like Thanos. He fought against the mercenary Deadpool, took down 4 Doombots, ripped off a vampire's head, and has dodged point-blank gunfire.
I'm a vampire, remember? We invented stealth.
Detlef. Being a higher vampire, Detlef can assume his monstrous form in which lengthy claws will grow from all 10 digits of his front limb. These claws can easily cut through human bones. He can push this transformation further into a humanoid monstrosity with wings and bat-like features, in which he possesses nightmarish abilities akin to magic, among them the ability to summon hordes of bats as weapons and conjuring ground traps seemingly made of blood. Morbius. In an attempt to cure his own rare blood disease, Morbius used a series of untested serums, thus accidentally turning himself into a living vampire. First, he has gained true immortality. He defeated Spider-Man on multiple occasions, survived an encounter with Ghost Rider, dodged a sniper bullet, and immune to silver and sunlight. His bite can drain the blood, energy and strength of his victims. He has used these abilities once to revert a werewolf back to human. Alucard. Alucard can shapeshift into a wolf or a bat. His wolf form can run faster than a bullet, his form of mist can become a poison cloud, and his bat form can shoot fireballs and also a destructive sonar. Although he can more than hold his own physically, it is magically where he is truly dangerous. Sprouting vampiric wings, he will dash towards his opponent with incredible speed, slicing them with his blade and subsequently provoking a gigantic explosion. Bill Compton. Even at 173 years, Bill has a lot of packing strength. He also single-handedly killed 3 werewolves. After Bill drank the blood of Lilith, he became the strongest known creature in the world. He was able to easily overpower ancient vampires. He was able to control objects and people with his mind. Bill was able to walk through fire unscathed. He even survived a direct stake to the heart, and at some point, he was unaffected by the effects of sun.
You heard her. Get out.
Batman. After the Joker kills Catwoman, Batman is consumed by bloodlust and kills the Joker. Unable to resist the urge to feed, Batman finally feeds on Joker's human blood, turning him into a full vampire. Just like Dracula, he could also transform into a swarm of bats, a cloud of mist, and a wolf. This version of Batman ruthlessly decapitated Scarecrow, Penguin and his gang. He overpowered Killer Croc, punched 2 vampires before they could strike, and decapitates multiple vampires with his batarangs. He also survived a direct stake to the heart. He even killed Dracula. Dracula. There have been a lot of different versions of Dracula over the years. Regardless of the versions, his powers and abilities always ranges from flight, razor-sharp claws, telekinesis, and even teleportation. He can also exert his influence over all living things, whether it be mind control, body possession, or absorbing the souls and abilities of fallen enemies. Dracula can shapeshift into a swarm of bats, a cloud of mist, and a wolf. He's also a master sorcerer, able to summon fireballs, meteors, and acid blood rain from the sky. The originals. The first vampires to be ever created, consisting of Rebecca, Cole, and Finn. They are the oldest, fastest, strongest, and most powerful vampires in the world. Original vampires are indestructible and cannot be killed by anything on Earth aside from the white oak stake. Their impact can send any vampire flying. They can control and compel the thoughts, emotions, behavior, actions, and memories of humans, and an average vampire. They are devilishly smart and cunning. They killed even the ones supposedly stronger than them. But they are only really strong when they are together. Elijah. He deserves a special spot on these lists, given that he somehow has total and full control of his vampiric abilities. We have seen him stomp and break into an underground cave with less effort, knock out an entire squad of vampires with ease, a feat Klaus could only achieve whilst in his hybrid state. Plus he is the only sibling capable of disciplining Klaus, despite his hybrid abilities. He is the most skilled amongst his siblings. He did pick up a few tricks from his father.
Lesson 1. Always be on your guard.
First lesson. Always be on your guard.
There's nothing more terrifying than a killer who's so incredibly decisive, commanding, and calm while killing. Michael. Michael is an original vampire with tremendous willpower and pain tolerance, having stated that no pain is too much for him as he's mastered it to achieve his goals. Just like Elijah, he has full control of his vampiric abilities. Merge that with his skills as a Viking warrior, he is an unstoppable force not to be reckoned with. Over the centuries, he chased and hunted down his children, becoming a vampire who hunts for vampires. Klaus. Klaus was considered and portrayed as the most fearsome vampire of the series, and he certainly deserved this position because he wasn't just a vampire, but also a hybrid, the first of its kind. Be it his strengths or his powers or telepathy or healing powers, he was undoubtedly a force not to be reckoned with. He defeated his father, whom he psychologically feared for centuries. Even with all that power, Klaus still uses his intelligence and strategies to outsmart his enemies. Alaric. Created to be the end to all vampire race, Alaric Saltzman became an enhanced original vampire. He was already a skilled vampire hunter with good instincts. Combine that with his superior vampire abilities, he becomes the most strongest vampire in the series. He was 3 times stronger and faster than the original vampires. He demonstrated his raw power as he effortlessly decapitates Klaus, Stefan and Damon while under a desiccation spell. He knocked Rebecca out with one move. And healed much faster from the burns of the sun than any other vampire. Upgraded originals. Though once a regular vampire sired by Klaus, these vampires later got an upgrade by reverse engineering the immortality spell. They were twice as strong and fast as the originals, with Lucien being more stronger due to his 900 years of increasing strength. One bite from their fangs releases an advanced werewolf venom which can kill an original vampire. Due to being a superior species, they can also compel and control an original vampire into doing their bidding. Plus they were immortals. Hope. As the world's first tribrid of 3 supernatural species, a witch, a werewolf, and a vampire, the full extent of Hope's powers are currently unknown. According to Dahlia, as a firstborn of their bloodline, Hope has inherited great, but devastating power. As a fully transitioned tribrid, Hope can pull her strength and speed from both her werewolf and vampire side whilst retaining her ability to cast spells. Her vampire abilities gives her strength and speed that is equal or more than an original vampire. She demonstrated her vamp abilities when she defeated Aurora de Martel, a 1,000-year-old vampire. Dio. Dio's vampire abilities allows him to hear a heartbeat through the ground, fly through the air, and hypnotize you with just a glimpse. He can vaporize the moistures in his body to freeze anything he touches, and fire beams of pressurized fluids from his eyes. But his healing factor is on another level. He has been burned alive, bisected, decapitated, lost limbs, and survived multiple bullet shots. He even survived a complete explosion. All he needs is blood to speed up the healing process. He was later defeated with the power of the sun. So, unless you have the sun's power in your fingertips, it's almost impossible to defeat him. Alucard. Because he is the first of his kind, he has been called different names in so many lifetimes. Count Dracula, Bird of Hermes, No Life King, Vlad the Impaler, Alucard, King of Vampires, Abyss General, Ultimate Vampire, and many more. Like his title, he possesses a lot of abilities ranging from weather-controlled telepathy, telekinesis, shapeshifting, daywalking, regeneration, walking through walls, casting illusions, levitation, superhuman speed. Each soul that he has consumed acts as an extra life that he can spend whenever he is fatally injured. And over the years, Alucard has absorbed billions of souls, meaning he is an immortal. There you go, the strongest vampires in the universe. If you have made it this far, it means you enjoyed my video. So, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And also comment below on what rankings we should release next week. Thanks for watching.